The year is 2050, and over the last generation, the kids would only eat chicken nuggets and fries. This led to a huge shortage of potatoes and chickens. Can we capitalize on this high demanding job market, or will we fail at feeding the next generation? Let's find out. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 9, season 2 of Feeding the Next Gen Roleplay. Now, this may be the last episode of this season. I think it might be. Maybe. That's what I'm shooting for. We'll see how long this actually turns out, but I'm going to try to get it all done here. And there's a lot to get done. We got to get all the way up to August to finish out this season, and we also need to see if we can become compliant with our contract or get fined up to $250,000. And this year's contract rules is to harvest 500,000 liters of potatoes and sell off 500 chickens. Each one of those I miss is a $125,000 fine, which, if I miss them both, will be $250,000. I'm not sure if we're going to be compliant or get fined, but we're going to find out this episode. My main thing is I need to skip all the way over to harvest time, which is just me sleeping a bunch, feeding these chickens, taking care of them, and also we might be selling off some of these chickens before harvest time. So I got to keep an eye on that. Speaking of the chickens, there are now 500 new chickens in this coop, which that means I can sell those off. Now I got an option here. I can get a trailer, transport them, probably make multiple trips, probably 100 trips, honestly, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and just go into here and sell these off the way they are. I will not make any money here, and that is going to be an issue. I was just kind of interested to see how much chickens this would actually make. It looks like it's going to make enough. It's going to hit our goals. So moving forward this year, I'm going to go ahead and change it from not automatic selling to automatic selling, and that will actually make me some money. So we'll go ahead and sell this off. 256 chickens here, no money made. And then we also got some more here. Let's see how much it is. Yep, 244. We will sell that off also for $0. Now I could wait till they get a little bit older, but there's really no point in that. After doing some research into the whole chicken thing, they get butchered off pretty early on, really fast, like weeks, couple of months, something like that. I can't remember. And like I did mention, one of those episodes, can't remember exactly which one, I will utilize the universal auto load as long as I have the equipment to load it, the ability to do it, and I can actually do it myself. So just to save some time, I will be utilizing the universal auto load throughout the next couple of months, picking up these eggs so they do not fill up. Animal upkeep is still popping out to $2,500. Maybe that's automatic watering system, maybe, I'm not sure. And I did forget to change that back over to automatically selling. Let's go ahead and do that real quick before I forget again. There we go, got some sold animals there, $1,821 from sold animals. Now I'm not sure how that works out. Maybe that was 1,821 chickens? I don't know, but I do know we already sold 500 chickens and we're good there. It is now 8 in the morning on August, which is harvest time for our potatoes. We are already compliant with one of the contract rules. Now all we got to worry about is getting 500,000 liters from our potato fields. It might be able to get done. I have had a few comments out there suggesting I go to the Colossus harvester pack for the potatoes. I don't know if I'm missing something, but the width on these headers are only 4 meters wide. I don't like that because the header I have right now is a lot wider than that. Here's the header I'm using right here, 16.7 meters, so quite a bit wider. What is that, 4 times 4? So 4 times 4 is 16. So yeah, 4 times larger is the header I'm currently using right now. Now they did mention that the harvester does hold 2 million liters, but this one I have here holds 1 million liters. I'm not too worried about an extra million liters versus the amount of time it's going to take to actually get done because of how wide the head is. So unless I'm missing something, I'm going to go ahead and stick with this one right here I currently have. Let me know down in the comments. Really appreciate that feedback. I may look up some more about it. Maybe it's on a website somewhere and not on the actual mod up. But let's get this out to the fields. Now I do have a worker off and going over here on field 26/27, which is auto improve field. And we'll see how much harvest we actually get off of this right here. I'm hoping it's a lot. Probably going to be close to 1 million liters. I'm hoping. I don't know. We need to get 500,000 liters. Let's see if this one field by itself can take care of that. I just realized I don't have anything else to do, so I'm going to go ahead and do this harvest myself instead of wasting all that money on a worker. I as well do all these harvests myself because I only have one harvester. Now, once I get into multiple harvesters, I can kind of start them up with workers and stuff like that. But until then, it seems kind of pointless for me to hire this worker. We officially became compliant with our contract this year. Now, last year we did too, but it just took a little bit longer. If y'all didn't catch that on the last season, we had till August to become compliant. If there's any infractions, they will give us all the way up till December to fix those infractions. Now, I don't know how I'm going to fix the harvest income infraction issues unless there's already some fields out there I can harvest besides my own, but that's the way it works. I got to wait till December to actually become completely compliant. A member from the bank will be coming out this month to do a little audit and check my numbers. Now, I will have the potatoes in stock. I'll be able to show him that, but I will not have the chicken here. I do have 500 chickens yet, but I do have sell records for selling off over 500 chickens. That's all I need to present to them, and we are good to go. Let's go ahead and finish up all these harvests, see how much we get total. All done with the harvest over here on Auto Sim Cruise field, and that came out to 694,970 liters. Quite a bit. I'm thinking we'll probably break 1,000,000 liters for this whole harvest total, which is good because that is my next year's contract requirement, is to have over 1,000,000 liters. At least I think it is. I don't know. It's been a minute since I read it. Now I got a few options here. I can put it into the trailer over there, or I can put it into the silo. I'm going to go ahead and put all the potatoes directly into the silo so I don't have to make multiple steps. Last time I did this, I put it in the trailer to kind of see how much I had total. But as long as I got something that's empty, it will tell me how much I got total. And that trailer, I believe, will only hold 1,000,000 liters, so I got a feeling I'm going to run into that max capacity. But the silo over here holds a lot more than that. I think it holds like 15,000,000 liters. I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't like those unrealistic mods out there. Okay, that was sarcasm if y'all didn't catch that. Next up is field 36 and 39 combined, which is named Simulation Gaming Universe. Let me knock this out, see how much we get total. I'm kind of excited about this. I do know what the totals for 36 and 39 were last season, but this season they are combined, and there's a little bit of ground between that I'm going through right now. Also, I'm kind of interested in this part right here where this dip is. I was always worried about that. Even whenever I was planting it, I noticed during the planting portion of that area, it did really good actually, and the harvest portion just did really good too. So maybe I'm worried a little bit too much about that. Obviously, I don't need to worry anymore because it worked out great. Now let me get this all harvested up, see how much we get. I just realized there is something I could be doing right now that would save me time in the future, which is hire a worker to go ahead and plow up the field I already got done harvesting. Now I could wait till planting time to plow the field, but y'all may remember that the ground was completely frozen, caused some issues, completely broke my plow. Even though the plow is still broken right now, it doesn't really do anything to it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get a worker over here plowing this up to save on some time in the future. While I'm harvesting other stuff, this can be going, and looking at the field stay here, weeds are growing, needs plowing. Once I plow, the weed issue will go away. That is a great thing about doing this potato harvesting. Honestly, I hate those weeds, but not seeing them on this series is amazing. Finishing up the last bit of harvest right here on field 3639, which is Simulation Gaming Universe's field. Now that came out to 256,095 liters. That is crazy how much we are getting off these fields. Now my worker who is plowing is still going off over there on the other field. Maybe I need to get another plow so I could go ahead and start up this field I just finished. I'm not in too big of a hurry for that. I do have the money to spend on that, and I do have another tractor that will be able to do that for me. But I'll worry about that some other time. Right now I'm interested to see how much yield I get off of this field right here. This is custom field 1, which is Rainbow Hacker Gaming's field. Let's see how much we get. Oh hey, speaking of that worker over there, it looks like he is done now, and I'm not done with that custom field 1 yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and come over here, get this worker back over to the farm area, and hit up another field for plowing. Got this worker off and going over here on this field plowing, and there is one thing I did forget to do on the other field. I forgot to actually make sure I plowed all of it, because I just remembered this field here, it does miss a little bit, but I don't know about the other one because that's the first time I had a worker plow it themselves. So I'm gonna have to probably go back over there and see what all got missed before I finish up the stone picking. Speaking of stone picking, I am gonna go ahead and get the other tractor out, hooked up to the stone picker upper thingy, and go over there with the worker and get that started too. Finishing up the harvest over here on Rainbow Hacker Gaming's field, and that came out to 90,801 liters of potatoes. I don't remember exactly what it was last time around. I guess I could go back into that episode and figure that out, but I do not have the notes from that episode. I did just throw those away like a couple hours ago, unfortunately. I did not think that through. Maybe I can dig through the trash and find them. But let's go ahead and get this emptied out in here. 90,801 liters. Last field to harvest is custom field 2, the herd, and we'll see how much we make off of this. I do have that course play saying there is a finished worker, but I think it's the plow and the next fields to be plowed. I'm just going to do myself because they're small. It's custom field 1 and custom field 2 here, and I don't think I got any course play set up for that because of how small they are, and I've just been doing it myself, so no reason for me to jump over there quite yet. But we are finishing up this harvest right here, which is pretty exciting, and we ended up getting 860,000. Wait, that ain't right. My bad. And we ended up getting 86,046 liters of potatoes off the custom field 2, which is the herd. All those people I mentioned for these fields that are named after, you may have heard me say it multiple times before. I highly recommend watching them. They are farm sim content creators, and they are people I do watch almost daily if I do get time. I have been failing at watching YouTube recently, but it kind of comes and goes, and whenever I have time or not. It's kind of understandable whenever you're trying to put out a bunch of content. I don't expect them to watch the videos I produce that come out the day they come out. but I do know they will get to them eventually. Okay, altogether we ended up with 1,127,911 liters of potatoes. So we did break that 1 million, which is great because I believe my next year's contract goal is 1 million liters. So what that tells me is I don't have to worry about developing any more fields, getting any more fields, or increasing my production for the next year. Now, am I not going to worry about that? No, I probably am going to worry about it, and I probably am going to increase my production, increase my yield. But that also gives me the opportunity to focus on other things besides buying new fields. Well, that is all the time I got for this episode and this season. That's going to wrap up season 2, and I would say we absolutely knocked it out of the park here. We were compliant with all these contract rules, ended up getting over 1 million liters harvested of potatoes, and sold way over 500 chickens. Now, personally, I sold 500 chickens myself, called it good, and let them sell off automatically after that. I don't know if they match up $1 for each dollar I make. If they do, then I just sold off like 5,000 chickens or more. I'm not sure. Maybe y'all can help me with that information down in the comments, which would help out quite a bit. Right now, I just want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. Really do appreciate it. I hope y'all are enjoying this series so far. And if you are, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. That would really help out this channel grow and get this video and content out to other people. And if y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comments section because they're always welcome and very much appreciated and very much needed. I have no idea what I'm doing half the time. And until next time, y'all take care.